Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pick a card reading is like any regular reading. It's more how do they feel about you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piles today. You can choose 1 to 7. Okay, you don't need to stay to check which pile is which one. You can kind of guess it or be surprised to see which deck it will be. Or you can definitely stay to kind of check which deck are each pile. Okay, so pile 1 is the Night Sun. It's first pile I kind of intuitively picked up. Then you have the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, which is pile 2. Pile 3 is Ethereal Tarot. Pile 4 is the Millennium Thoth. Okay, Tarot. Pile 5 is the Fountain Tarot. Pile 6 is a tarot I don't use that much, but it's tarot de sagesse animal, but it's like animal wisdom. Can call it that. If you like wolves, let's say, or you're more nature loving type of person, or the person you're kind of here for likes animals or trees, or they're more indigenous, perhaps could be something to think about, but only go at it more intuitively. Okay, if you don't feel like it's attracting you that way, even if your person has these characteristics, you can choose the pile you're drawn to more than the specific pile. Okay, and then you have pile 7, which is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Okay, so you have 1, 2 is Chakra Wisdom Tarot, 3 is Marielle Tarot, 4 is Millennium Thoth Tarot, 5 is the Fountain Tarot, 6 is the Wisdom of Animals Tarot, and Ethereal Visions Tarot is pile 7. Okay, so choose with your intuition, or you can just choose from 1 to, 7, whichever way you're more comfortable doing it. Okay, I will also be using the Sacred Geometry Activation Deck Oracle so that we can tap into the vibe that they're drawn to. Okay, so remember, center yourself. Okay, ground yourself and still have that faith element to you. That's what I want to kind of say more. Be more self-assured, recognize yourself and recognize the person when you're watching this. Okay, don't go definitely on your own judgment, because we have a specific judgment we have connected to the person, right? Based on who our personality is, who we are as a person or an individual. As we have a specific way we think we are, but then again, we portray ourselves a specific way. We may be conscious of it as we are not. Okay, you can do several activities to kind of watch yourself or videotape yourself when you're talking, or you're kind of like doing certain stuff, but not to kind of it's like discern and witness yourself when you're doing certain things. There's good things about yourself and there's bad things about yourselves, and you can tap into it, but always keep a centered or a balanced perspective. Like, acknowledge your shadow side or your weaknesses, as acknowledge your strength elements and your light side. Okay, so to keep it more balanced, that's how I manipulate, that I've come to this who I am right now. Okay, and I'm not saying this is the right way. You can be creative with your own ways. I'm just saying what I kind of do, that kind of I found that there was improvement in my own eyes. Okay, might not be improvement in other people's eyes, but then again, for me, what's important is how I experience life. Okay, so remember to do the things that make you feel. How do you feel? Are you happy when you're experiencing life? Is it improving? Are there any results that you're getting as per your own intentions or your own wishes? Are they becoming true, or is there something becoming more messy? And where are the sources of those blockages or of those difficulties? Perhaps sometimes it's normal to be irritated, it's normal to be triggered, it's normal to be frustrated. It's more easier that way, specifically if you don't do yoga, you don't do meditation, you don't do practices of mindfulness, etc. Becomes a bit difficult. That's what I've observed. Okay, so those are important for me to kind of mention. So center yourself. You know yourself better than me. I know nothing. Okay, it's all creation work. Okay, I'm just gonna wash my hands out of it. It's me having fun. It's a passion of mine. Okay, and I allow myself to do this. And if you absorb unnecessary things, then definitely I'm gonna wish that, and I'm gonna manifest that there is no real element of baggage here, and there's no real element of wishing to psychically, you know, make you believe into certain things that you're not familiar with. It's discovery elements, it's giving you insight, it's giving you ideas that could be possibilities as they might not be. Okay, and remember that you have to experience things yourself. Okay, this is tarot. I'm gonna say it again. It's a divinational tool, definitely. It can say good stuff as it could say bad stuff based on how you're looking at it, as it could also not be connected to reality, because you might need to ground those things yourself. Okay, so nothing comes just because you want them to be. What are your behaviors? What is your karma also here? Sometimes we need a mirror image to kind of teach us certain things, always. Okay, I always learn by mirroring, as I can kind of tap into things that I just didn't know about myself that I wake up to, you know? So it's all about experience in life. It's about evolving and expanding and transformation, as it could be like just staying stuck in a cycle and preferring to be that way. Based on how comfortable you are, or how safe you feel, or what you want to change, or if you need to change unwillingly, those have an impact overall on the result, or on you in the way you kind of like see your life as. Okay? There's many things. Also, if you want to like, dislike, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, it's up to you. If you want to donate to my channel, the coffee side is down below, definitely. I do appreciate them. But if it's not doable, if it's not to your, it's okay. It's those who wish to do so. If you don't need to do those things, you can definitely wish good things for other people, as you can wish good things for me. Harmonious things or evolutional things and all those kind of stuff, but only those that, you know, are good intentioned overall. Okay, so that there's good intention of things that happen to you also. Okay, if you wish bad things, then definitely it's gonna reverse itself. Definitely, it's a question of karma for me, and that will be it. Okay, so that's it. Private readings, also, you need to be very patient with me. It's all gambling work. It's not all fancy smancy, okay? And sometimes I feel very, like, I'm not going to say guilt conscious, because we're not going to go there when I'm kind of giving you tarot reading. I've decided not to go there. So it might be more practical or more centered, as if like I know you're a spirit coming to me, as I know you're a person who has insecurities, as you have strength elements, so do I. So when I will be reading to you, it's definitely just me reading for you, okay? So if you want insight on that, definitely the private readings are down below. It's all gambling work, okay? You tell me how much you want me to read for you, how long you want me to read for you. The question, please be reasonable with the time and the question you're asking, the amount of questions you're asking, and the descriptions or details that might be useful. Okay, be yourself when you're writing it to me. Definitely, it's the best way possible. Be authentic with me. If you do praise yourself, or you do kind of talk shit about certain stuff, I'm gonna tap into the energy, want it or not, and I will decide perhaps if I could qualify to give you a reading or not. Okay, I'm not a certified reader. I'm not psychic. I'm just Diva Melek, who's gonna be reading for you. Okay, it's a passion of mine. I love what I do. Sometimes it's hard because I need to get out of my comfort zone to say certain things that might be triggering elements to me, which could be triggering to some other people out there, or to you yourself. Okay, sometimes I need to release or clean up a bit of a extra psychic attacking or belief systems that I don't deem useful, perhaps. But then again, you're the one who's in charge or is a master of your own life, okay? So I want you all to remember that whenever you ask for a reading from me, you still hold on to who you are regardless of what I might say, okay? Because whenever I tap into tarot, it's definitely tarot, okay? And sometimes I do give genuine Diva Melek grounded opinion, which could be useful to you, which you might have asked or might not have asked. It's up to you. You will do what you want to do with that information. You will look at me the way you want to look at me. I'm very aware of that. And also, then I will do the reading. Okay? So for some of you, you will just kind of tap into it. It does take me a while, but it's always good for you to kind of tell me you wish this amount. You wish this. And I might take time to respond to you, but then again, please be patient with me. It takes immense energy for me to do so, specifically if I need to kind of tell you certain things that I don't feel comfortable being told, or it could be in the form of, you know, it's a very easy question, so I'll just kind of do it, okay? So it's more a flow of how intense or how I'm getting out of my comfort zone connected to the question. And the intensity of the question, or the yes or no answers I cannot answer. I'm not the reader of that kind. I can't confirm you anything. Because tarot, it's a question of perception. It's a question of tapping into a specific flow. I tap into those things. I don't know if other tarot readers do those things or how they manage it their own way. It's their pathway. This is mine, okay? I don't do membership that much, okay? But if you seek like the need to come and get me, then definitely it's open, but I don't wish to objectify you like that, okay? So I don't want you to be attached to me. I prefer you to empower yourself. I prefer you to seek for information yourself. It's all available out there. I could help you out, but then again, I don't know everything, okay? Sometimes it's a question of trying your fate or trying several times and seeing what you need to see. You need to be on your own path, have that inner will power to you so that you can definitely approach the things that you need to see yourself, the reality elements, the trustworthy ones, or the betrayal elements, or the fact that of looking at people as if, why are they betraying you? What's the source of this? What type of character do they have? How did they grow up? Who betrayed them? Okay, it's a question of being greedy, but why are they greedy? And it's normal. Today's society, with all the cultural, geometrical, in each culture there were traumas of its own. Wrong actions, humiliating actions, economical actions, political problems, all of it manifests itself in a specific flow, okay? So it's all a question of coexisting, but you can co-create yourself always, okay? It's a long intro, but then again, I need to kind of perhaps release some information for some people out there who are, you know, like listening to me. So, this is where we're at, okay? It's always repeating and saying things up to my, you know, if I need to kind of say it, I'll just say it. But then again, this is me feeling important here, perhaps, okay? So, that's how it is. I am doing well. Waking up to many things again, so it's okay. It's normal. It's how it is. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Let's start. So you have pile 1, which is Night Sun Tarot. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So pile 1, let us see how she or he or it feels about you. I don't know why we said it or they. Okay, it could be an object, an animal, could be, as they could be a person who likes to identify themselves as a they. Everyone, okay? How do they feel about you? So what vibe do I need to tap into? Earth element. So you have earth energy here. So I'm more grounded and rooted, okay? I'm very fertile, vital. You need to work hard with me overall, or I'm the hardworking type of woman or man. Or the way I'm kind of approaching is more grounded, okay? So it's more practical thinker. Okay, so it's more like if I like you, I'll come talk to you. If I like you, I'll come help you out on a physical level. I'll smile at you, or there's a seriousness in the way they look at you. They want to be useful to you overall, but then again, you need to work hard with them too, okay? This one, it's more like I'm a hardworking type, so you need to help this one, or they want to help you out. It's more grounded, like productive or fertile. It's more like planting seeds kind of thing overall. So how I feel towards you. So you have the Knight of Swords. Okay. The challenge here is the Nine of Cups energy. Okay, the reason why it's that way that I feel is the Fool. The initial, you have the Two of... But I'm gonna follow my intuition. This is the reason why also it's the two of Swords. We're gonna keep these. Two of Swords. In the initial, you have the Four of Pentacles. In the middle section, you have the Page of Cups. And in the near future, you have 2 or 3 cards. You have the Hermit card and the Queen of Wands. The 5 of Wands is the energy. This is definitely my little friend, okay? It's a friend. It's a little like cat. It's a character that I kind of find intriguing in this Night Sun. It's like that little jokester vibe, but it's not a jokester that much. The flow here of my little friend. I haven't even give this person a name, okay? This character or this illustration a name. Okay, so Earth vibe overall. It's more, you know, it's out there. If I want something, I just need to plant it, kind of flow, okay? So that's the vibe overall of how they feel. I need to plant it if I want it. I'm the planter type of person, okay? Like, I'm more practical. I'm more like, I put the actions. Like, if someone tells me something, I start working on it on the spot kind of thing. Okay, so if I tell myself I want this, I'm gonna start like thinking about it, researching about it, studying it, asking the questions to the right persons, or just doing some more observation, cultivation of my emotions connected to it. It's like a person that will sit, it's like the vibe here is more like a bookworm kind of person, let's say, but it doesn't need to be just a bookworm. It could be a street smart person a bit. The flow here, okay, of your person. So the Knight of Swords overall connected to how I feel about you is that, like, I have made up my mind, okay, so I just need to do it kind of thing overall. Even though it's the Knight of Swords, I have the Earth energy there. Very similar though. I don't have a Knight of Pentacles, but I have a Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords, it's more like more intimidating perhaps. It's more impatient perhaps. I'm overall a bit impatient, okay? So the type of feeling I have is more impatience connected to a specific truth, or connected to like investing into a truth or studying a truth or having an opinion about a truth. Why so? Is because like with the Fool, it's more like your person doesn't perhaps like the fact that they're a bit like overall, this is more about who your person is, okay? This type of man or this type of female doesn't like to have, like, if they made up their mind, they need to work on it. If they're procrastinating, it's gonna be something that will piss them off overall in the long haul. It's like, it's the type of person that becomes more irritated with themselves if they're not doing the thing they should be doing. Okay, so overall, there's no real energy here to sit still with an action. Okay, I don't have action-oriented cards that much. I have this immense, like the envie, how do you say this? Like the desire, I have an immense, powerful desire to do something. Okay, impatiently. Why so is because I'm a bit like the type that needs to, like, I need to do this, okay? And I'm a more practical type of person, but the energy is more about grounding. Or the flow of the energy of the feeling is more about, like, taking that freaking seed and, like, planting it kind of thing. It's like, I wish to do that, okay? Either study about it impatiently, study about you impatiently, get to know you impatiently, like be impatient with you, perhaps connected to something I want. Like if I want to be in a relationship, that I need to just kind of like force it. Then again, this one needs to be two-way perhaps. Okay, this is more about a relationship. Your person is a bit like I want this, but then again, perhaps we need to go more patient-wise with this one. It's either I want to be pregnant. The challenge here is to be pregnant, perhaps. It's to be pregnant with you or to make you pregnant. It could be that way. How they're feeling. Or they're pregnant with an idea. It could be that way. I'm sorry, guys. It's just that it irritates me sometimes. Ugh. Okay. So, and there's a lot of plan making. Okay, it's a bit plan making. It's more mental, calculative also. Whoever this friend of mine is. Okay, so this person could be a friend of yours, okay, and they want to kind of plant something with you, okay? It's plant a business, plant something, or like make you pregnant or be pregnant themselves. How they feel about you though, this one. Impatient, okay? How I feel overall with you is that it's impatient and I can't handle it because overall I'm the type of man or female that needs to do the things that I want to do, okay? If I want to do something, I need to do it. And but on a physical level, what it seems like, it's more like I'm protecting something that's important to me here, okay? So I'm eager on giving birth to something. It's either giving birth to like happiness between you and me, but then again, perhaps my happiness is also connected to yours, or it's a one-sided love. Perhaps it could be two-way, but there's a blockage of like making my wish come true, or having that child, or being pregnant overall connected to you. Could also be a person that just wants to kind of be pregnant with your child, or like, you know, it's a bit that flow, okay, overall. Or it's more like found a relationship overall, okay? Like, or study about relationships, or study about you, get to know you better. Or study about the... This one is three-way. It could be business-wise, okay? It could be relationship-wise, as it could be child-wise, seeding a child, okay? All these are here. Now, in the initial how I feel, or in the past connected to this impatient element, how I felt, it's more like I'm holding on to it, I'm being patient about it, I'm holding on and I'm looking at it and I'm observing in a more grounded manner, in a more greedier way. You know, it's like how to save or be frugal a bit. Could be that way, connected to you. or connected to us, or connected to our financials, or connected to my own financials, okay? In the present moment, the Page of Cups, connected to how I feel, is more like hide a bit the emotions I feel, or it's like understand what my emotions are connected to you, or it's like understand what I feel, okay? Like how I feel about being pregnant, or how you would feel about me being pregnant. Overall, it's that kind of energetic flow of feeling here in this one. It's more like, how would you feel if I were to be pregnant with your child? But then again, I want a child. Perhaps you don't want one. But I'm impatiently wanting one, you know? And I'm a bit crazy, but then again, I'll just kind of go with the flow and impose myself a bit here. It could be that flow a bit, okay? Because it's very much the Five of Wands energy. It's more like I'm calculating all of this in a more practical, strategic way, okay? It's more organized than it seems, but then again, it's kind of trying its luck kind of thing, okay? And impatiently needs to ground it, like give it birth, give it form, like put the actions there, but it's not doing so. This is hilarious, okay? But this one, they need to release it. Like this one, it's very rare they do this. Okay, the fact that it's prolonged or it's procrastinated a bit like this, it's more like they're in reflective mode a bit. They're kind of like trying to kind of keep your consideration, like be considerate of your part here perhaps. But then again, it's just one-sided vibe. And how would you feel about me too, you know? Like how would you feel, or it's like how am I feeling, or it's like how want to get to know how your like emotional flow is, perhaps, you know, that kind. How do you feel about children or not, or those kind of things. I'm kind of like reflecting more, perhaps, this one. But I overall have immense desire to plant the seed. Planting the seed could be like talking with you more, or like seeing you more, or like showing myself in front of you more, or sleep with you more without protection, that kind. Or it's like that kind overall. Okay, it could be friends with benefits, as it doesn't need to be, okay? And there might be a baby they want, okay? It's either this is what they wish to have, or the challenge here is to kind of like embrace their inner child, or embrace purity of love, perhaps. It could be that way. It's more like embrace purity of love and not be more impatient overall. It's very impatient, it's thinking, it's overthinking, it's overanalyzing perhaps, and it has this desire to just like give it birth, okay? Like give it birth overall, and the focus is on that kind of thing. Okay, it's more crazy and like a how do you call this? A lightning bolt? It's like that. It wants to kind of do it like that on the spot. But then again, it's like reflecting and more, okay, in the near future, how I feel about you, or how I feel about this desire of kind of doing something or studying something, or I don't know what it is connected to you, or studying this environment, this establishment, this place that we want to kind of like purchase. I'm more like with the Hermit, it's more like after all this observation, or all this holding on and assessing my emotions connected to it, I'm kind of like having faith that what my decision or my reflection gave to me is correct, and I have faith connected to this, and I'm confident about it overall, and I'm just kind of like walking on my own path. So this one connected to you, there's impatience, there's a knowing, there's an element of isolation also, feeling isolated from you, doing what my own thing overall because I'm confident in myself, connected to you. Okay, so is there like, there is inner happiness to me. Okay, it's very one-sided. Okay. This pile, it's very one-sided. Okay, I don't know who I'm reading this about, but it's very one-sided. You're not necessarily with me that much. I want to do those things with you, but then again, I'm not doing anything with you. So this is the flow of the energy. Okay? So this is an energy, perhaps. I'm kind of channeling. It's not really a person. That's what. Okay. You will take it whichever way you want to take it. It could be person, business oriented wise, in love with you perhaps one-sidedly, but they're not doing anything. It could be also a stalker vibe, but then again, the stalker will do more things, or they will not. You will know it. But I'm not going to manifest that kind of stuff unless you believe in it yourself. I don't believe in it that much. Okay, I don't believe in it anymore. I used to believe in it before when I didn't know shit. You know, so I still don't know stuff now. Okay? But overall, it could be many ways. It could be an object I'm talking about. An animal, perhaps, I'm talking about. Okay, it could be overall an animal, this one. It could be overall an animal. Okay, so, as it could be a human being, but it's overall more one-sided and it doesn't communicate with you that much. If it's going to communicate, perhaps it's going to communicate with you in their own language. Could be. You'll know. This one, pile one was very one way, okay? Take it whichever way it is, okay? It's a human being, it's a human being. It's an animal, it's an animal. It's an object, it's an object, perhaps. I don't know. At this point, we're 2022. I don't know what else to expect. Okay, Pixar movies, okay? Its emotions have even their own characters or their own personalities, okay? Spirits even are kind of like portrayed in a specific way. So I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just kind of saying it that way, okay? So pile two, whoever chose wisdom, chakra, wisdom, tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see, how does this person feel about you, okay? A person, whoever it is, or whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is, because I had a pile, like my recent one. I think I was talking about an animal, or I was talking about an object, or an energy, perhaps. Could be. Okay? So this is more about who you're here for, okay? And how they feel about you. In the present moment, or whenever you're watching this, how do they feel about you? How does this person feel about you? Okay, so overall, the vibe I kind of tap into regarding my feelings. You have universal love, so it's not focused on you that much. It's more hippie vibes, it's more love and peace vibe, it's more perhaps distant energy. Doesn't really care about you that much, okay? Even though it's love and peace, it cares about you, but from a more friendly acquaintance vibe, perhaps. So how I feel, you have the Queen of Wands. But perhaps this is how I see you, or what vibe you give me, okay? You have the King of Swords, the challenge here connected to you, or connected to the feelings, which is the Queen of Wands. The reason why it's that way is the Ten of Cups with the Five of Coins. Like, I'm tapping into a more like awkward, you showing interest in a person and the person is not available and they need to kind of reject your vibe a bit, okay? So you have the Six of Cups in the initial. In the present, you have the Ten of Swords. And in the near future, it's more with the Ten of Coins. Yeah, overall, the vibe is more, I feel, awkward for, like, breaking your heart this one. Saying the things that I had to say. I needed to be honest with you, right? That's the thing. And I needed to be kind of serious. If you want me to take you seriously, then I have to tell you that I'm not available overall. This one is a person that rejected you, or is not really interested in you the way you want them to be interested in you. Perhaps you are interested in them, specific flow or specific way. They're not able to reciprocate the same feeling, okay? It's more acquaintance, it's more friendly. It's more like, next time I want to see you, I want to say hi to you. I want to kind of have my shit together, and I want you to still have your shit together. No element of feeling less of a person because I'm, you know, interested in another woman or have feelings towards another man. That kind, okay? So this one with the Queen of Wands energy, how they feeling, it's more in the flow of respecting you. Regardless of whichever point of view I'm reading this from, okay? It could be the one that has a girlfriend, as I could be the one that showed interest to you, as it could be the one that you're the one that showed interest in me, but I have someone I like, kind of thing, okay? So it's more an element of feeling a bit awkward, or feeling like it's such a pity that I needed to, you know, I cannot reciprocate the feeling. So, but I don't want tension whenever we're together. It's more like friends that kind of said to each other that they liked each other, like one of them like the other one, either or, okay? You'll know it. It's more like there's a fierceness of, like, regardless of what it is, I feel confident about who I am, okay? As I wish that you would feel comfortable being who you are. The reason it is that with the Five of Coins, it's more like there's an element of you felt left out in the cold, or even if I did make you feel that way, I still want you to be this way, okay? Because I'm interested in somebody else, that kind. Queen of Wands. How I feel is the Queen of Wands. And reason why it's that way, okay, be it you rejected me, I still have integrity, okay? I still know I'm a human being who's allowed to kind of have her own emotions or his own emotions, or, you know, it's like, be it you rejected me or not, I'm still confident, okay? Why so is because perhaps you might have rejected me, but then again, I am still loved. I am still attractive. I can definitely have who I want, because perhaps if you rejected me, then it means that you're not meant for me, kind of thing, okay? So there's no, like, look, be it I rejected you, or you were rejected by me, or you rejected me, it's okay, this one, okay? The way I feel about you is that I'm still confident. I still know that I'm sexy. I still know that I'm attractive. I still know I have other options, even if you did not choose me, okay? This one, it's okay. The challenge, though, that I feel towards you is that sometimes, like, you make me remind of the fact that perhaps you didn't choose me, or I'm reminded of the fact that you didn't choose me, this one. So the challenge is sometimes not to kind of bring that back, bring those memories back, or not to think that, perhaps, okay? And not have that flow of, like, intimidation as if, like, I was not chosen, or it's more like, you know, that flow of, like, I'm intimidating, The challenge here is not to go in that intimidating vibe, okay? That awkwardness or that cold-heartedness flow overall, okay? Because your person, regardless of what it is, sometimes, okay, you get triggered. It's okay. It's like sometimes you can't be happy all the time, you know? It's but it's okay. Okay, the way the flow is here, it's okay. Okay, with the Six of Cups overall in the initial, it's more how I feel about you is more like it's like how could I reconcile with you a bit, okay? How should I reconcile with you, or how should you reconcile with me? I wish this to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable with you because I am confident in myself. Okay, the fact that you did not choose me, or the fact that I didn't choose you, I'm relieved with that because I'm happy. Or I know that I will be happy with some other people that will choose me, kind of thing. Okay, so it's that kind of vibe. And in the present moment, the Ten of Swords, it's more like sometimes, be it I'm the woman or I'm the man, or whichever side it was, I feel like people are judging me to be guilty here, or it's like people are kind of judging me to be like, you know, sometimes appearance sake wise, people kind of look at people and they kind of pity the person, or they have like those side comments that kind of like make the person feel judged a bit. That's how they're kind of being. Okay, this one, it's more like people are judging me a specific way, perhaps. People know that I liked you, and you reject me because you like somebody else, or you chose somebody else. Or it's more the flow of people know that you liked me, and I chose someone else, and I rejected you. Okay? So, and people know about it. So, be it whichever position it is, okay, whichever drama situation it was, people are being people here, okay? Judging you to be a specific way, or judging you to be a specific way. And making a scandal out of it when it's not really something to be scandalous about. Imagine we're condemning someone for liking someone. Do you want to like someone after that? It's funny. But then again, it's a question of, you have to do this for yourself. It's not about other people. It's none of other people's businesses. People always talk anyways. And say their own things, which are not really important. They don't need to be important for you to be happy. Okay? And then with the Ten of Coins in the near future, it's more like how I'm feeling is more in the flow of like I feel more stable within myself, and regardless of the fact that you guys are happy or I'm happy for you guys. So this one overall, be it I rejected you, I'm still happy for you, or I wish you to be happy, or I wish you to be more, centered or more stable within yourself. I didn't want to reject you because I wanted to mock you or something of the sort. It's because I'm interested in somebody else, or I have feelings for somebody else, or in some way, even if you were the one that rejected me, let's say it's the other way around, it's okay. You can be happy as I'm going to be happy on my own. Okay, I'm more stable like this because you didn't play with my emotions here. You didn't say, oh, I'm going to date you and I'm going to, you're not going to do two timing at the same time. It's imagine. Why feel guilty about it? You did the right thing. Be it you rejected me, it's okay. That kind. It's more peace and love. It's like move on. You don't need to bring this back, connect it to us. It's all in the past, basically. And the challenge is to kind of face perhaps it's like I am intimidating, perhaps, or I get triggered a bit whenever people mention these things. It's normal to be triggered because you seem happy, but then again, what about me? Am I happy? Is my life going the way it is? Then I should kind of celebrate for your own happiness that you rejected me, or the fact that it's like I rejected you and I should kind of pretend that I'm all happy, but then again, I kind of caused you pain, kind of thing. So it's more a flow of being very conscious, compassionate towards you, even though it was difficult. Okay? And it's normal. Sometimes it's a triggering element when people are asking certain stuff or empowering certain things, but then again, there were a specific, like, it's not disrespect, perhaps the fact that you didn't choose. Like, how would you feel if you were the one that was not chosen? Perhaps relieved that the person didn't play with your emotion, they didn't play with you. But then again, perhaps it's like, how would you feel if this happened to you too? And then I'm kind of like praising the person who's happy, and I'm praising it. It's like people around talk sometimes and it's triggering elements, and that could be the challenge here. It's more like I need to kind of verbally perhaps intimidate people so that they cannot necessarily play with my integrity, this one. Okay? Or your integrity, this one. Because perhaps I might feel like I'm a cheater here, perhaps, because I rejected you, but then again, people make me feel bad about that. Okay? That I'm happy. Or it could also be the other way around, where you rejected me and you're happy now, and then people are just kind of like talking about how happy you guys are, but then again, I'm in the picture. Kind of thing. I don't know. There's a lot of emotions you can tap into, but then again, you need to go in the person's shoe and then think that you're here in this situation as if you are the other one that kind of went through certain rejection or not being chosen, or you were not able to choose them, or you were rejecting them and you're kind of feeling guilty about it. Perhaps this one could be that way. You will know. But it's all in the past. You don't need to bring it back. Okay? So that you will not play with the person's integrity, or you will not play with your own integrity towards this person. Okay? It's just like that. Just forget about it. It's all in the past. Can't bring the past back, right? And if you're happy, then it's important to just stay happy. Okay? You don't need to show it off to people, like pretending that you have something to show off. It's more an element of, are you happy, and just be happy with it. You don't need to kind of like put it to people's faces that you guys are like, oh, extra happy. It's not a good flow. Just be calmly happy and, you know, live your life happily like that. It's good. The moment you kind of want to show off, then there's something like you want to hide, perhaps. Remember those things. Some people might kind of like not wake up to those things, but some people also kind of will see it. And it's going to be in the form of a karma element. Because you're going in your ego a bit. That's why. You'll know. Or you need to face it yourself, perhaps. That's it. So that was it, pile 2. Now, pile 3, whoever chose Marielle Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. Let's see. So this one, how does this person feel about you? Okay, so whoever this woman or this man is, how does this person feel about you? So what's the flow we go in? Passion. Okay. Like passionate eyes I tapped into, okay? Like men who's like ready to, you know, eat you alive, perhaps, that kind. Or a female that want to do that also. Well, I'll just kind of go with the other one. You have Cosmic Flower. Yeah, this one, it's definitely just like erotic. Okay, it's the word erotism. Erotism. Okay, it's very like fiery. It's more like there's a candle burning, definitely, and there's a gorgeous smell. Smells nice and it's warm. Okay. How I feel, it smells nice and I feel warm. Okay, so whichever way it is, whichever question, for whichever position or situation it is, that's fun. For some of you, it smells good and it's warm. I don't know. Imagine. Okay, that's how I feel. it plays with my senses, perhaps. It fires me up a bit. It turns me on, could be. It's erotic, like that, okay? That's how my feelings are. Okay, I don't know what to expect. We're gonna just see. So you have the King of Swords. How I feel about you. You have the King of Swords. Interesting. Okay. The challenge here is the Queen of Discs. Okay. With the World card. Interesting. The reason why it's that way is the Ace of Cups. In the initial, you have the Hierophant with the Knight of Wands. Okay. And in the present moment, you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, this one definitely, this vibe is here. Yeah, this one, it's here. This flow overall is here. Like, I could feel this girl here. Okay, could smell good, perhaps. I don't know. Fire doesn't smell that much after when you kind of like stay around fire. Might have a smell, but you don't tap into that much. I don't tap into the smell of the fire. I kind of tap into the warmth of the fire. The fact that it's there, it's like burning. It's like that for me. And the cosmic flower is definitely a flower that just kind of blossomed and you can smell it. Nectar vibe comes to mind for me. Like, there's another archetype with Kim Cran. Whenever I have this, I kind of sometimes channel that, okay, automatically, as it could be something that smells. Cosmic flower is overall aesthetic for me. It's that element of the last, it's a climax, okay, that kind. It's like a seed that was planted, that grew up, that went through a lot of unknown factors, okay. It was strong enough to kind of get out of its comfort zone. In the womb of its mother, let's say, got all its nutrition, fought for it, and kind of like saw what the real world was. Okay, like a plant. It's like imagine a plant that's like seeded, a seed that's seeded in the womb of Mother Earth, let's say, and it's like gone through a lot of transformation until it kind of like opens up its flower, the smell of it, or it kind of opens itself up to the world, okay, male or female perhaps, and you know, accepts the fire, the sun energy. Could be that way. This one, how can we go more human version? Going too metaphoric, perhaps. Like, I'm going too much in personification, perhaps. What do you call it? I don't even know. Forget about it. I'm not in literature, arts and letters and whatever you call it. So with the King of Swords energy, how I feel about you. Like, I'm free overall. I'm like, a King of Swords is a person that's very good at targeting. It's a person that very, like, I see the higher picture, okay? I look from above, okay? Like, imagine yourself on a plane, and you're always living on the plane. You're always up there, you're looking down. You see the landscapes, you see the whole picture. You can figure out people, you see what movements are happening, who's investing in who. It's more a tower vibe, and this or hills or mountains, and you see the landscapes, okay? You can see who's going from which place, who's moving around, who's traveling. You see it from that level, okay? So how I feel about you, with the King of Swords, I'm observing you overall. Okay, this one, I'm observing you overall. Without doing anything. I'm just sitting there on that plane or on that hill, and I'm just observing you. Okay, but I'm not facing you though. It's that flow. But my feelings are like that. The reason why it's that way is because of the Ace of Cups. You have Aquarius here in this picture. Okay, like you have the Aquarius sign here. And it's the Ace of Cups. I honestly don't like the Aquarius. Like Aquarius sometimes denies their emotions too much. Okay? I can't say that for all, but the experience I've had with Aquarius is that it's too mental. Okay? Approaches things more mentally. It is very attractive sign. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the attractiveness. It's more mental. It's more like an earth sign, air sign. I'm sorry, not an earth sign, air sign. And you have the Ace of Cups connected to it. With my experience with Aquarius, I cannot say that they're very like going in their emotion is like getting out of their comfort zone. This one, okay, it's like they don't go that much in their emotions. They repress it until the end, and then it kind of bursts out a bit. So, like, how I feel about you, like, I'm observing you. Why so is because I'm observing my emotions in a more mental way. Okay, I'm observing my emotions in a more mental way. Okay, so I'm approaching my emotions in a more mental way. That's it. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat that again. And my challenge connected to you is Queen of Discs. You have amets here, okay? It's not amets, but it's golden ratio concepts, and these are more, you see those types of horns on rams, okay? Or goats, overall. And it does pierce their faces sometimes, okay? It's quite painful for the animals, but then again, this is how it is, okay? It's genetically grown. And they can lose some during fights, but then again, it keeps on going. It's very interesting how nature takes place with antlers and, you know, rams and horns and all that kind of stuff. So you have the Queen of Discs. My challenge connected to how I feel. Like, embrace the love, perhaps. Embrace the emotions on a more palpable manner, but that's my challenge here. Like, when I say palpable manner, perhaps like go on a date with you, kiss you, or, you know, hold your hand, laugh with you, have a coffee with you, have tea with you, see you from time to time, that kind. Okay? Overall, on a palpable way, okay? It's not just fantasy and all that kind of stuff. And with the World card, the challenge is also to have that new beginning or that ending kind of thing with you. Okay, because what I'm doing, I'm just observing you from a distance. I'm not even facing you. Imagine. Because I'm looking at my emotions in a more mental manner. But my challenge is to definitely, instead of going about this more mentally, it's just like visualizing or like feeling those things or having a more mental approach. I should rather perhaps come and talk with you, hold your hand, have tea with you, ask about you, text you, get your phone number, or it's like if I have your phone number, like Snapchat picture you or Instagram. I don't know, like DM you perhaps. Those kind. That's the challenge though. In the initial energy, or in the past, with the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant, how I felt about you. Like, perhaps I did approach you in a more intimidating vibe, okay? I did approach you, but then again, perhaps I spooked you a bit, okay? This one, it's a person that did show you that they were interested, but the way they showed you was very sinister, okay? It's more like you were shitting in your pants when they were doing it. You were not sure if they were, you know, interested in you or they were interested. Like, okay, this one is how I feel, is that in the past I did show you that I liked you intensely, like that, okay? With the Hierophant, it's definitely very like conservatively. So perhaps I did ask you out on a date, but I ended up making you fear me, perhaps, okay? Like, you perhaps feared me. I had a very sinister vibe to me, or perhaps this is your energy, this one. Like, perhaps I did give you something, or you were showing me that you liked me intensely like that, but you were very conservative. Could be the other way around, you'll know, okay? That way. But overall I'm more conservative, but I acted like I'm a player, this one. A spooky player, okay? And in the present moment with the Eight of Wands, how I feel about you, I like Eight of Wands. This card, I can't lie. This card is definitely Cosmic Flower and the Passion, okay? It's ground yourselves, guys, okay? Like, I can't, I don't know if this is up in the air, if this is really happening. You'll be the one knowing. But the person is quite passionate about you, okay? They're very, like, the love they feel for you is that pure, okay? It's that purifying. It's very, I can't say it's just intense though. It's like, it's intense, but you feel comfortable in it. That kind. You feel at home in the intensity or in the warmth. It's very warm, okay? Like, how this person feels about you is that you're, like, I have a sacred space inside of me, where there's like a fire burning that's good for me. You feel good with the fire, okay? And you're not getting burned by the fire. You're very gently taken care of in that sacred space, okay? You're very well protected. Or I want to protect you, genuinely. This one. You're that precious to me. Okay. And in the near future with the Eight of Discs, it's more very interesting. What did I have in the middle? I don't remember. Okay. So in the near future with the Eight of Discs, it's more how I'm feeling towards you. Because perhaps I like you this much. I like you a lot. I'm kind of looking at you as if you're a lamb, okay? But the lamb here is more symbolism of purity, okay? It's like a prophet, but it's also like a good, like, innocent person, okay? So you're an innocent person here, but you're precious to me. And I wanna perhaps devour you, or I'm kind of like fighting myself, fighting my own demons connected to you. So this is more in the form of they love you this much that, you know, sometimes when you love a baby, they're just so pure and you just kind of like want to, like, you bite your own lips because you just want to kind of like bite them. But then again, it's a baby, but it's like, it's so adorable. You just kind of want to like love it like that. It's like that a bit, okay? It's like that a bit. Your person feels love like that, okay? So this could be a man or a woman that has that type of love, okay? They love purely, intensely, but you feel comfortable in the amount of love they give you. And then, because they love you this much, they just cannot hold their, like, it's like, perhaps I bite my lips a lot, okay? Like, I do this a lot, like, I just, like, you know, like that. Perhaps, in the near future. You might see them bite their own lips a bit, like, bite themselves, or it's like, a lot, this energy is more like this. It's not like this, it's more like biting your own lips, because you are very adorable. Okay, you're pure, you're innocent, you're warm, and you're erotic, you know, that kind. Okay, so this is how they feel about you. Pile 3. Okay, so a lot of biting their own lips. Okay, taking both their lips in their teeth, that kind. I do that when I love my dog, okay? My dog sometimes is adorable, or he acts very cute, okay? Like, he's adorable to some point, and we just kind of like want to like hug him and squeeze him and, you know, just like that. But we don't do it, so we just bite our own lips and we just love him like that, you know? It's like that. It's that flow, perhaps. You're just adored. Okay, like that. I'm not saying you're a pet, but they adore you to that point. Okay, you're just adorable. I can't resist. If you were a man or a woman, I'll just kind of wanna like hug you, like entangle myself on you. This one, it's like that. It's more like I want to be stuck on you all the time. Okay. I can't help it, you know, it's that kind. Then again, I just stay away. I'm fighting myself here. It's like, I'm not gonna harm you here. So it's that flows. It's that really. It's like, we don't want to harm our dog. So it's kind of like keep the emotion inside, but we're just kind of like, oh, that kind. Okay? It's exactly that flow, this one. I'm observing you. I want to kind of do these things, but then again, I'm not, like, I'm kind of like suppressing myself overall. That's what it means. I'm working hard on suppressing my wild side, that kind, my aggressive side. Okay? But you understand what I mentioned. It's like, it could be a baby and you just want to kind of like bite the baby and like squishy, hug it. It's adorable, but it's so fragile, so you can't do that. That kind. It's just so cute. You just kind of like, sometimes you just mumble crazy things just so you can kind of like express the energy in a specific way. Unless you bite yourself or you do something else. But we, in our family, we bite ourselves. Okay, so you might kind of do that. Or the person might do that a lot around you. They're kind of suppressing themselves, so they're kind of like perhaps playing with something, or they're kind of like doing something like this, or it's like this. Yes, it's like this. It's like, perhaps I want to do this to you, but then again, I'm not doing it. Perhaps it's like that. It's more you see it that it's compressed on its own, or it's like biting somewhere, or it's touching something, but then again, it's like focused on you. It wants to do that to you, but it's not doing that kind. Okay, it wants to though. It's like no, like that. But they're not doing no like me. I'm kind of trying to express it, but you'll see that it's more like the person is talking to themselves. They're trying to kind of like act like they're not interested. It's like it looks at you, but it's not facing you. That's how it feels. It knows you're there. It knows practically a lot of stuff about you, perhaps, because I'm looking at you from above. That kind. Like I have a tower or something. It's like I have hierarchy or something, and I kind of see. Or I have access to certain information. It could be more like high tech like that. Okay? So that's how they feel about you. Now you have pile 4. Yeah, pile 4, whoever chose Millennium Thoth Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how this person feels about you. How do they feel about you, okay? So how does this person feel about you? Crown chakra. Up in the air. Okay, it's overall another dimension altogether, perhaps. So how do I feel? So you have the Aeon. Definitely up there energy, okay? It's up there. The challenge here is the Knight of Swords with the 7 of Pentacles. The reason why it's that way is the Devil card. Interesting. With the 10 of Pentacles. In the initial, you have the Queen of Swords. In the middle section, you have the Princess of Swords. And you have the 8 of Pentacles. How do I feel about you? You have the 5 of Wands. Five of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. How they feel about you is perhaps that you've seen too much inside of them as they've seen too much inside of you, perhaps. Reason why it's that way is because the 10 of Pentacles, it could be more Kabbalah work, it could be more connected to tarot, and you have the Devil, which is more solar plexus and above, perhaps. It's more, perhaps, I'm judging you. Why so? Because you're kind of connecting stability with grounded elements, okay, or shadowy elements, perhaps, and I'm kind of like perhaps against it or based on belief systems, okay. If this is more like up there energy, then perhaps based on if it's a well balanced energy, okay, from root chakra to at least the main 7 chakras could be a bit balanced. If it's not really balanced, then there should be some kind of groundedness. Okay, so this one, it could be that I'm judging you because you're kind of connecting stability with devilish things, okay? And my challenge with the Knight of Swords is more, and the Seven of Pentacles is more to perhaps save you from this myself, or to kind of tap into this in a more patient manner, okay? Based on if the person is extreme light energy, then perhaps they're looking at the fact that you're kind of mentioning stability with shadowy elements in the wrong manner, as it could be more based on who the person is, okay? This one, if we're very up there and there's no real element of balancing, they need to balance themselves a bit, okay? So what their challenge is perhaps is to kind of wake up to the fact that they're a bit impulsive, or you're kind of impatient, or the challenge is to be patient when there's an element of impatience. It's very dual vibes here. My challenge is the 7 of Pentacles, which is a question of like being patient overall. But the Knight of Swords, it's more a flow of it's like impatient. It has set its mind that it needs to do it, kind of thing. So my challenge is it's either to be patient or not to be patient. Why so? Because there's a question of stability here, and there's a question of shadow elements here that should not be here, perhaps, or should be here. Okay, because if you're a crown chakra all the time, means that you're not grounded at all. So you're not living the life of like a person that's on earth, okay? You're not looking at your body as if it needs to be fed, it needs to be loved, it needs to kind of work on its own. For you to arrive to your crown chakra overall, the best way is to kind of like balance the first lower chakras, then go up there. This is more up there energy. It has faith in whatever it has faith for, but it also doesn't have a vessel kind of thing. Okay, so the challenge here perhaps is to kind of understand that there needs to be patience here connected to you. Or how I feel is perhaps there's a new beginning here. Phoenix is more having a new beginning. It's a calling of mine. Why so? Because I need to stabilize myself and live my life in a more human manner, not like a ghost, perhaps. Not only like a ghost, not only in the form of spirit. I am a spirit, definitely, but my body, my spirit is in a body. Okay, it's not a floating body. Okay, the body is a temple, definitely, but if we're going crown chakra, it's definitely just up there energy. Doesn't have, it's like usually people who have a very active crown chakra are known to die at the age of 35. Because it's up there. It doesn't have any body form. It's like the energy is so active here that just needs to get out of it, kind of thing. Okay, so this is how it is. Now, with the Queen of Swords energy in the initial, how I felt about you, or how I feel, is more like you were very cutthroat, okay? You were very, like, bold as shit, or I'm wishing to be bold as shit with you. With the Princess of Swords, it's more, again, very, like, against you kind of flow a bit, okay? So it's more in the flow of you created doubt, or I feel doubt here, or I feel anger connected to you, or connected to the judgment here with the higher self, perhaps. And in the near future with the 8 of Pentacles, it's more like I'm kind of like working harder. I'm kind of like discerning more, perhaps, and having faith then I can definitely ground myself. So this one, it's more grounding itself also, which is good, because the flow at the initial was not necessarily grounded at all. Okay, it's more like we're talking about a spirit here. Or the energy here is more like looking from a higher perspective. But it's forgetting that it has a lower perspective too, which is the body. Seeing things from an eye level. Not internal only. Or energetic only. Okay. 1 second, please. Ugh. Okay. I'm just gonna put this on my head because it's like just needed to close the sensation of it there. Okay, so okay, then you have pile 5. Whoever chose Fountain Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how does this person feel about you? How does Fountain Tarot person feel about you, okay? So what vibe do I tap into? You have Grace. Wow. Okay. It goes well with the fountain because it's all silver stuff like this. It's all shiny. It's all like, you know, graceful. So, Fountain Tarot. How does your person feel about you? So how does this woman or this man feel about you? Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle it one more time. Okay. Their name might start with an F for some of you. Okay, F is definitely very here. So how does she feel about you? Okay, or he feel about you? So you have the Queen of Cups with the 9 of Coins. Interesting. So you have 9 of Coins with the Queen of Cups. Well, for some of you, they're happy about the birth of a child. You guys had a child. Challenge is the Empress. Yeah, it could be the fact that they're pregnant or they're kind of married to you. Could be. It's more like the first 2 like phases of honeymoon, perhaps. I don't know. Did you just recently get married? This one. So you have the 10 of Cups energy with the 2 of Swords. Could be marriage as it doesn't need to be. Could be like in a relationship with you as it does not need to be. Could be, but overall I'm feeling like you guys are already in a relationship. Or not. Okay. You have the Three of Coins. You have the Six of Cups. You have the High Priestess in the near future. Grace, it's more miraculous vibe, it's more sparkly vibe, it's more atmosphere is good vibe, okay? So your person has a more enchanting vibe to them, or the way they feel is more enchanted. I feel like whimsical perhaps when I'm kind of feeling these things. The Eight of Coins, like I'm aware about the hard work that needs to be put. I'm aware of the fact that I need to kind of like cheerfully learn and cheerfully approach the situation like that. There's something happy, good newsy kind of vibe here overall, okay? But the energy got intensified at the end though, okay? So it's more like don't play with this one that much, okay? The way they feel, it's more like don't, like, it's whimsical, enchanted, magical, but then again, like, it shifts to a more like, I'm showing you another side of me kind of flow, okay? So, overall, how I feel about you is that I'm more independent from you, okay? Be it I'm in a relationship with you or not, I'm still independent from you, okay? I'm proud of that kind of thing. And on a physical level with the Queen of Cups, I do, like, you see that I am emotionally available to you. You do see it on a physical level. I show you, or as per me, I show you that I'm invested in you in a more emotional manner. In the relationship, in the family, in the marriage, in a more emotional manner. Okay, I'm nurturing you. I'm kind of asking about you. I care about you. I do things for you in the relationship, in the household, in the family. I'm doing things on a physical level. People see me as a nice woman or as a nice man, a woman that's devoted, or a man that's devoted to their family or their husband, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, whichever way it is. But deep down underneath, I have self-esteem, okay? I am independent from you. I work for the relationship. I like, okay, this one is overall, it's a wife of yours that's more like you want to know how they feel about you. This one, it's a bit that flow, okay? It's more like it's a girl or it's a guy that's, well, like they have themselves covered, okay? And if it's not themselves covered, like they don't have enough money in the bank, they don't have, like, okay, this one, it's more like I might have money in the bank. I might have saving accounts. I might have purchased my own car. I might have like purchased one part of that home that you and I live in, or that home is mine we're living in. Okay, it's that kind of flow of it. I don't need money from you, but I'm with you because I like you. That kind. Okay, so I am emphasizing more on the relationship instead of my personal gain. Okay, it's that kind of flow. This one. And if it's not money in the bank, like investments, etc., it's more like I'm more independent internally. I don't, like, how I feel about you is like I respect you, I'm enchanted, it's all whimsical, it's all look good, it's all good, that kind, okay? But why is that way is because of the Two Swords and the Ten of Cups. It's more like, for me, I could be blind to certain things because I have you. Okay, I could be blind to certain things because I'm focusing more on being in a relationship with you and collaborating with you in this relationship. For me, the prize here is the relationship between you and me. I'm prioritizing the relationship between you and me. So I'm blind to other things, or I'm acting blind to other stuff. That kind. Okay? And my challenge here with the Empress card is more to become a woman or a man that is completely abundant. Okay? Completely devoted. You know how Mother Earth is? It's devotional and it's like it gives so much. It gives so much to life. Okay? It gives so much. It's always in a cycle of birth and rebirth, union and fruitfulness. So my challenge is to be a fruitful woman, prosperous woman, or prosperous man overall. Okay? And the initial, how I felt about you was that perhaps I wanted to communicate with you, or we needed to communicate, or you needed to communicate something to me. Or I believe that we had good communication, or I believe that we had telepathy. Or we have telepathy, could be that way. Whatever I said believe, it could be that you have those things with them. That it's not mentioned, perhaps, on a physical level, but it's mutually felt. As it could be more like this is how they felt. Or they believe this is how they felt. Or you felt, or both of you felt. Okay? And in the initial, you have the in the middle, I'm sorry. You have the 6 of Cups. Like, I don't know how to read this, though. This card always, like, triggers me a bit, okay? Because this could be my eyes observing someone, to a couple in love. As it could be my intuition is visualizing myself being the couple here, being in a couple with you. Okay, so it has a double meaning, perhaps. Let me just kind of tap into another one. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay. It's not good enough. Guarding what? This High Priestess is about what? Being in a relationship with you, yeah. Like, okay, this person has a whimsical side to them, an independent side to them, as there's a side that they prioritize the relationship, okay? But you cannot take me for granted, this one, it's that vibe overall. How I feel about you is that I have a soft spot for you, perhaps, but then again, you should not play with me. This is how I feel. I read in between the lines. I might read in between the lines too much, perhaps. But I understand that perhaps you need more time, or I need to be more patient with you. So I'm acting blind to certain stuff because for me, I wish to prioritize our relationship. But I'm still also, like, running a bit impatient. I know I have to wait, but then again, like, there's a flow of perhaps I know why you're making me wait. I have a knowing why you're making me wait. Or I have a knowing that I have to wait. I have to be patient. This one, I'm intuitively picking up that I need to be patient. Could be that way. Okay. So this one overall with the middle section with the 6 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. how I feel about you. Okay, it's either I see you happy with someone else and I'm happy for that myself. Perhaps this one is your mother, perhaps. It could be that way. It could be your mom, as it could be another person, another female that you're married to or you're dating, or you want to know how they feel about you. Overall, I do have emotions for you. Everyone knows that I nurture you, or I believe that people see me as if I'm a nurturing type of woman or man. But deep down, I'm more independent connected to you. Why so? Is because I can act blind for anything because I prioritize us, whichever way it is. Okay? My challenge is to definitely be very abundant, as it could be like being a wife material. I am a wife material, but I need to be more prosperous. I need to be devoted like that. And in the initial with the Three of Cups, Three of Coins, it's more like I need to communicate with you, I want to communicate with you, or I want to have telepathy with you, or whichever energy I channeled initially, telepathy, etc. In the middle with the Six of Cups and the Queen of Wands, like internally, I am very happy, okay? I'm very happy with what I have, or I'm happy with what you have, or what we have, that kind. I'm happy with what we have right now, okay? Because I'm prioritizing the relationship. I'm not prioritizing other stuff. I'm pretty independent. That kind. And in the near future, more like with the High Priestess and the Seven of Coins, like, I know though something about, either I know I need to be patient, I'm intuitively picking up on something regarding you being patient, but I'm still graceful though. I'm still not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm just intuitive, this one. I'm very intuitive perhaps, and I'm prioritizing certain things over other stuff that are really mundane perhaps. Could be that way. Because I'm more focused on partnership, this one. I'm not going personal, this one. I'm more fulfilled internally. I don't tap into more like worrisome things. I don't go there. I say malish, you know, like I just kind of close an eye on it, kind of thing. I act blind on it. And I still keep my calm, this one. But in the near future, there's an element of perhaps you're gonna kind of tap into my like, there's a vibe I have that's very mysterious. Okay, in the near future, how I feel about you is that I'm mysteriously being patient with you. But then again, I know something. That's why I'm being patient with you. You'll know, okay? You'll know about this. If you don't know, then perhaps this is a message for you. Go figure it out. Okay? So that was it, pile 5. Now, pile 6, whoever chose Tarot de la Sagesse Animale, so wisdom, animal. Let's see. Okay? It's a deck. I had this for a long time. I procrastinated using it. It's Ted Andrews that created it. I'm sure there's a version English, the English version of this. You can buy it online, perhaps. So, Ted Andrews, Le Tarot de Sagesse Animale. I don't know how you can, like, perhaps the Wisdom of Animal Tarot. Wisdom Animal Tarot, perhaps, is the name. Their decks are quite tall, okay? So sometimes if you find smaller ones, or it's gonna be more easier for you to shuffle, okay? It's like it's kind of stretching my fingers, my finger bones or my hands, okay? So how does he or she feel about you? I have to kind of find another way to shuffle this because I feel like my hands are gonna give me pain tomorrow. How do they feel about you? Okay. Okay. So we have throat chakra. Okay. So let us see what's the main situation. You have the ladybug. 9 of Cups. Veut exaucer. Interesting. Wish come true, perhaps, like that. Or put into place. It's like I wished for something. Ladybug is cute though. But they can bite a bit. We don't see it because ladybugs are cute, but then again, they can bite also. And they eat other bugs. Then my challenge is the owl, which is the hermit card. Sagesse, cachet, vision, et conseil. So it's like a hidden wisdom kind of flow. Challenge is that way. The reason why it's that way, you have the Queen of Pentacles, which is represented by the lynx here. Savoir cacher, créativité. Again, it's knowing like unknown things or things that are hidden from you, or knowledges that are hidden, and creativity. Symbolism. I'll kind of look at it in the form of symbolism, perhaps. You have the initial card is the Emperor, and there's another one, and it's funny. Emperor and the Ant. So you have the Emperor with the 8 of Cups. So Emperor is vision, power, and healing. And then you have 8 of Cups is research, active research of superior well-being. You have those cards. Show you the cards. So you have the eagle here and the ant. And in the middle section, we have the bison. So abundance and prosperity, new prosperity. Interesting. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. And in the near future, we have the peacock with the alligator or the crocodile. Sorry. So 10 of Swords is the peacock. New cycle of death and resurrection. And you have the crocodile, which is the Queen of Wands. Crocodile, Queen of Wands. It's a different flow, perhaps. You have creation and primitive force. So you have crocodile. No, this is peacock. Sorry. 10 of Swords. And you have the Queen of Wands, which is the crocodile. Interesting. Okay, so what's below the deck? Let's see. So we have the squirrel, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Prévoyance, preparations, perhaps. How do you call this in English? Like having a vision of something, or foresight, perhaps. Foresight. having foresight, or prepare with for the future kind of thing. So you'll have 9 of Cups as the main situation. You have the throat chakra as the vibe here. It's more listening, it's more talking or keeping the silence, being peaceful and at peace, like being peaceful and balanced within oneself. You can also be hearing your heartbeat. So how they're feeling, there's a flow of heartbeat, definitely. There's a flow of silence a bit, or having an affinity with sounds, listening, that kind. So the frequency of throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. How do they feel? The ladybugs, I'm pretty happy because I'm at peace with the truth. Or, yeah, I'm at peace with the truth. Why I'm at peace with the truth is because I'm self-reliant overall. I know what my truth is, but I'm grounded in my truth also. So this is how I feel. With my challenge being the owl here, which is the hermit, okay, like your person is more primitive and intuitive by nature. Okay, it's definitely the wisdom animal deck. Okay, if you chose this one, I'm gonna have to tap into my instincts. Okay, so I'm more self-reliant, want it or not. I need to survive a bit. I'm more grounded, I'm more rooted, and like sometimes there's a lot I don't know about, but I can deal with that. It's like I can improvise. But it's not even a question of improvising. I need to live by that a bit. It's like it's now or never. It's like I have this life, I need to survive. That's how it goes in nature. It's like if you don't have food, you can't survive. You're gonna stay hungry for a few days till you can hunt something, or somebody needs to die, or you will die, perhaps being eaten by somebody else. It's like that. It's a flow like that. But I know my own truth. So I'm very primitive. I'm very grounded. I'm very secure in myself overall. And I know that like my challenge here is to like perhaps observe you more deeply, or more like wisely, could be that way. Because you have the lynx, okay? The lynx is very like they hear a lot. They're hyper sensitive. They chase, they can tolerate the winter. They're gorgeous, okay? They're mysterious also. You don't see them that much, okay? You don't see lynx that much. They hide overall. And they are kind of very selfish. It's a mysterious animal though, the lynx. And you have the owl as the challenge. So overall, how I feel about you is that you are a wish fulfillment of mine. Why so? Because I'm pretty sure that this is what my truth is. Okay? I'm pretty creative as I could definitely get my way, okay? So I'm more like quick on my toes kind of female or male overall. And I listen a lot, or I'm very attentive. This one, it could be attentive energy. It's focused. It's like dialoguing with you. It listens to you. It's like it has a proper conversation with you, this one. The flow is like that. But it's assured kind of thing. And my challenge with the owl. Owl is definitely intuitive animal. It sees in the darkness, it hunts, it sleeps during the day, it kind of hunts during the night. And it could be something that it's like conseil. It's like you can go and ask for advice. My challenge is to tap into my own wisdom, perhaps. It could be that way. So connected to the truth that I have towards you, my challenge perhaps is that I'm too tapped into my own instincts. Could be that way. Because I'm very, like, self-assured, this one. I'm self-assured, this one. I need to be self-assured, this one. I've lived like that. I've grown up like that. Or I have learned to be like that. Life has taught me to be that way. To be self-assured here. Do my own thing and definitely survive. That way. And in the initial, you have like with the Emperor card and the Eight of Cups, it's like connected to it's very natural, this one. This one, it's more like if I want to be in a relationship with you, then I need to kind of create the nest first so that I can kind of bring you to my place, that kind. So I've been thinking about, like finding ways to actively invest in my house or invest in myself, or like get a good job that pays the bills kind of thing. With the Emperor, it's more like gain more power or ground myself, or kind of look at the higher perspective, have a higher idea about what I wish to do, or like prepare myself for a few years from now kind of thing connected to you. In the present moment with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm definitely very ready to ground this. Okay, so I'm ready for a new type of prosperity and abundance with you. Okay, so for us, it could be in the form of perhaps la maison Dieu, vie, mort et renaissance, vision nouvelle. You have the vulture. It's like the Tower card. Is there like a Two of Cups? That's my question though. The Justice. You don't have Justice either. This one, it's not perhaps, okay, I'm not that romantic. No. I'm more like simple-minded, survival instinct, intuitive type of guy, girl, This one, they don't want that much. They just make sure that whenever they're ready to kind of mate or be in a relationship, it's a proper relationship. It's a proper soulmate kind of vibe a bit. Okay? And it's sacred. They take it seriously. Okay, so I take the relationship serious. I'm serious. This one. And I'm very aligned. I like my focus is one way. Like that. It's like, I want this. I chose you, the girl that I like or the guy I like. Then we're working on that. That's it. I don't kind of like I'm not easily distracted. This one, they're never distracted. When they're focused as shit. Okay, should not even meddle in their stuff. You won't bother them at all. This one. And with the bison, overall, it's more how I feel about you is that I wanna have a new prosperity with you, like start new with you. And in the near future, with the 10 of swords and the Queen of Wands, it's more like either I'm gonna let my old ways lie and start new as a different person, okay? Because I will need to perhaps seduce you as shit so that you can stay with me. This way. It's a very like easy man or easy woman, this one. You might get frustrated if you're the distracted type of person. You seek for distractions all the time, but this one is not distracted at all. It knows what it wants and it will get what it wants, and that's it. This one, it's very like balanced, peaceful, and it's like if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. I just move on from it. For now, I wish you to be mine, so this is it. And I'm very self-assured, so perhaps you might like me, as you might not like me at first, but I'm sure you're gonna like me. I have already started the hard work connected to, you know, like healing or investing or looking at things from a higher perspective, because now I'm a man or I'm a woman that wishes to be in a relationship. In the present moment, I want to be in a relationship with you, so I'm definitely gonna give it a try. Give it a sacred try even. So perhaps this one, it's more like it's gonna feel sacred. Sorry, it's gonna feel sacred when they're approaching you. You will feel serious, like you need to be serious with this one. But there's a gentleness to it also. Okay, with the bison, it's a gentle animal. Although it looks buffed up and like up there, it's a bison, right? But then again, it's also a sacred animal for indigenous people. And it has a certain purity. It's electric, but it has a purity of heart too. Okay? Family is important to bisons. Okay? Like any other animal, anyways. And with the peacock and the crocodile, okay, the crocodile, it's a very like sneaky animal, okay? It's funny that they've chosen the crocodile as the Queen of Wands. Like I just channeled Sept a bit, but crocodile has several symbolism, okay? In the Hinduism, it's looked at, it's the symbolism of the sacred, it's the animal symbol that represents the sacral chakra. Okay, so sacral chakra is water element overall, but it's also connected with the flow of life, happiness, and emotions, and tapping into your emotions, becoming one with your emotions, going with the flow of life, Joe. Because crocodiles are known to have survived many years because they flowed with the flow of life, you know? And crocodiles also, it's like when they're in the water, you don't feel they're there. Okay, you don't feel they're there. And they're known to be very gentle mothers. So, Queen of Wands. Look, in the near future, I'm definitely gonna show you my beauty, okay? Like, I'm gonna, like, seduce the shit out of you a bit, okay? It's like that. It's more like I want you, so I'll kind of make sure that you will choose me kind of vibe. And with the Queen of Wands, I'm definitely very self-assured. I'm assured. I'm not, like, distracted at all, this one. I'm not even worried, this one. There's nothing to worry about. It's like if it's done, it's done. If it's not, then it's not. But this one is done. They're very sure, this one. They know it. This is how I feel about you. I trust you a lot. Or I trust myself a lot. Like that. There's no wishy-washiness at all. This pile. Okay? That was it, pile 6. Now, pile 7, whoever chose the Ethereal Visions Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how this person feels about you, okay? How do they feel about you? Yeah. How do they feel about you? Let's see. You have compassion. Compassion. Okay. Let's see what's the main situation. You have the Sun. What's my challenge is the Empress with the Eight of Wands. The reason why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The initial energy, you have the Two of Wands and Magician. In the middle section, you have the Emperor card. And in the initial, you have, like, at the end, you have the Queen of Wands. So, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So, how I feel about you. Below the deck, we have Knight of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Somehow I'm attached to you, this one. It could be I'm attached, or I attach myself, or like I'm a loyal subject of yours, perhaps. It could be that way. Or I'm loyal to you, or I'm loyal to myself here, connected to you. Could be that way too. Okay? Selfish a bit, but loyal to itself. But like empowers loyalty. That kind. Okay? They're loyal to themselves and they're loyal to other people too, overall. It's not just selfish vibes, because I would not have compassion then. So the flow of the vibe of the feelings is more I'm compassionate, or I'm trying to be compassionate here. No. I see value in you overall. Okay? I love you a lot. I don't want to say I worship you, but I love you like that. Okay? You could be a god or a goddess for me, and I don't mind worshiping you or praying for you on a physical level. Okay? So it's like a major arcana overall. And the reason why it's that way with the Two Pentacles is perhaps you yourself taught me how to, manage myself, or manage my things, or face my emotions, or balance my emotional side, or my problems that way. My challenge connected to you, though, is to kind of embody a more grounded side of myself, or embody a more abundant side of myself. Okay, so be more abundant, be more fruitful as a person, be more generous, perhaps. And with the Eight of Wands energy, with the Empress card, like face unpredictable things with grace, perhaps. It could be that way. Like the challenge here is to kind of face quick news or quick events in a more humbler, more motherly vibe. You know, mothers are prepared to kind of like face any type of situation, that kind, because of their experience, because they were very devoted until the end, you know. So in the initial with the Magician and the Two of Wands, Magician and the Two of Wands, how I felt about you. Like, I wanted to manipulate you a bit, because sometimes, you know, when you're kind of very in love with someone, or you kind of worship them a bit, you want to kind of control them, because devotion can also guide you to do certain stuff in a more controlling manner. Because you love them, you think what you're ready to do for them is good. Then again, it might not be so. You know, it depends from point of view to point of view, could be. So with the Magician and the Two of Wands, your person wanted to kind of help you manage your things and guide you overall, to kind of make decisions yourself. In the present moment with Emperor, how they feel about you is that perhaps you don't need help from them. You're more like responsible type, where it's like you're more independent. You have your shit together overall. You make your own decisions, etc. And in the near future with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands, it's more like in the near future, connected to how I feel about you, is like on a physical level, I might pretend that everything's good. Or I might kind of like see you as you're pretending to be more sociable, more approachable, etc. But then again, you're more defensive, perhaps. I'm kind of like feeling like you're more defensive, or you're more on the defensive side. Or in some way you fight for success. It could be that way. So this one, there's many variables. It could be good things as it could be bad things. This one, I'm being more compassionate, or I'm trying to be compassionate with you. Why so? Because I used to admire you, or I used to put you on the pedestal. Why so? Because you helped me out, or you were able to kind of manage my emotional imbalances. Perhaps my challenge connected to you is to kind of be more, you know, motherly, connected to unpredictable newses, or things that get out of hand, or things that are good, but I'm like, I should be available to those things. So I should be more loving towards myself and loving towards other people. Unconditionally. And in the initial, I thought, because I liked you, I thought that I could teach you certain things myself. Or like, I decided to come see you because I thought that you were able to kind of, you know, guide me through this, perhaps. But then again, I kind of like woke up to the fact that I should be more independent, because you're more the independent type. And in the near future with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands, it's more like I'm kind of waking up to the fact that you're someone that is strong enough to face success, or strong enough to fight for success. And on a physical level, you are a person that is independent, or you kind of show yourself to be someone at ease, but then again, you're someone that is hardworking, perhaps. You do put the necessary actions. You do prepare yourself for worst case scenarios, kind of thing. Okay? So this is how I feel about you, pile 7. Okay? So this was all that I had for you guys, and I hope it resonated. I hope it gave you guys some kind of insight. And that will be it. Okay, if you want to like, dislike, comment down below. Hit the bell, etc. Love you all unconditionally, definitely. And May you all be happy, safe, and healthy. It's very important. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye, guys.